500,000 followers on YouTube. Oh my God, what an accomplishment this is. We're going to talk about how we got there, the whole journey right now on the Biz Talk.
That was really loud in my ear.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be. It's excitement.
The puberty hit at the first.
500,000. You had to clean your ears out a little bit.
Yeah.
Or it cleaned your ears out, I should say.
Something.
My voice.
Yeah.
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 But Tracy.
Yes.
I'm here to tell you that we hit 500,000 followers on YouTube. How amazing am I? Let's start there.
Well, it's amazing.
It's amazing. Yes, it is.
Can I separate the two?
We can separate the two for now. But after this episode, I want to go back and talk about how amazing I am. Okay? We'll do that later.
At that point.
Yes. Okay.
Amazing.
So,
it's amazing.
It's kind of ridiculous. I think when we started 5 years ago, we were at like 100K or under 100K. I think we're like at 80K somewhere around there when we started on. So it took us from 2009 to 2017. It took us that long to get to, I think 100,000.
Right.
And then the last 5 years, we're able to add another 400,000. That's pretty insane.
That's pretty insane.
It's crazy.
And especially, it's not like it used to be on YouTube. Right? Like
Right.
It wasn't like you, I don't know.
No, you're right. Because early phase, if you were posting consistently like early, like you could pick up a lot of followers really fast. And then when we kick things off, for like stage 2 of our YouTube channel back in 2017, it was a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
And today it just continues to get more difficult, right? The more people that are on it, on the platform, the algorithm continues to change. But I want to talk about how we got to 500K on YouTube to bring some value, because you might be starting your own channel or even any other platform. I think this will help. And the one thing I want to point out, Tracy, is that people I don't think understand is how much we change content, thumbnails, ideas, new videos, how much we've done that in the last 5 years.
It's all the time. All the time.
All the time.
It's like, let's do this series. Nope. After, we've done that for a while. Let's do this series. Thumbnails. How many times has that really has changed? You guys
crazy.
It's kind of fun to scroll.
Yes. If you scroll down, if you go to the videos section on our YouTube profile page and you just scroll down, you can keep going, and you will see, if you go back to 2017, 5 years ago, you're going to see the thumbnails that we started with and how it's evolved over the years. And they're hilarious. I mean, the early day vlogs that we used to do, those were so good. I mean, I remember Ramon used to create those thumbnails and he'd just go off.
Every time it would post, the day would come up. I'm like, oh, Lord.
What's coming,
but it's going to be funny.
It's going to be hysterical. And that's like right up our alley, right? As far as our character is concerned, that's who we are as a company. But we started off doing like vlogs. It was a completely different take on nail videos. I mean, we would do these like, intros and like we would talk and screw around and talk about what nail we're going to do. And then when we shoot the video, it wasn't like a traditional instructional. It was like to the beat of music. And it was like kind of time lapsed, right? So it was like fast forwarded just for you to get inspiration. And then at the end, just doing like an outro and talk about the nail. But those were very, very like different than, I don't know. And then it changed, right? Like we did those for a couple years.
And then we did inspiration ones.
That's right. Nail. Oh my God.
Here's a picture. Make a nail out of it.
That's right.
Yeah. Come up with the colors. Yeah.
Nail.
That was my least favorite, by the way.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Why? Because did it feel forced to you, or
it did? It felt, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but it happens. People come in salon. I want to match my dress to this, but this wasn't just dresses. It was like items and stuff. And I'm like,
we would just pull stuff and try to like do some kind of.
Here's this box. Make some nails.
Yeah. What was that called? I forgot what it was called. Something about nail trends now or something.
Nail trends now.
Yeah. And then obviously Nail School. That's something that we did for a while. That we created a lot of good content there. Still stuff that people can go back to, and it was just a hardcore educational type of stuff. And then
Pro Teachers Beginner.
Pro Teachers Beginner, which is a great series, and we might be playing with some stuff.
So that's the fun part, is we bring things in and bring it out and bring it back and switch it up, which is great. How much? We did how muches.
How much, exactly. And I would always remember, I would get in my like football stance, like to get ready. How much would you charge?
My favorite, was it for how muches? Yes, it was for how much. So he'd come in that day and be like, okay, we need to do how much. Okay, great.
Right. What's the situation?
What's the situation?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, you don't understand. You didn't want like, well, I'm doing a fill. That's not, okay, that's what we're doing. No. Okay, well, it's a fill, but what's the situation?
Yes.
The client's coming in and needing a fill. No, but so, okay, well,
what's going on with the nail?
Is it raining outside, light drizzle, and it's about 9 a.m. They have eaten tuna fish today, and they need a fill. They have a broken nail. Like this.
Yes. I needed like a full, like actual real situation of like what is going on in the salon. The client comes in, she needs a fill. She sits down, she looks at her nail, and it's like she's got this nail art on, but then she wants to add like maybe a little complicated situation. But I wanted like I wanted to feel it. You know what I'm saying?
You wanted a storyline.
I wanted a story, totally. And then I would, that's what I would talk about. The client comes in and let's talk to Tracy. And then it was a good series though.
It was.
Like it did. Like if you go back to the How Much series, people still, they and I know we still do them every once in a while. Like you guys pump them out, which is awesome. And they do good because it is interesting to know how much would you charge.
Yeah. And a lot of times people don't agree with pricing, but you can get an idea of price structure from it.
Totally.
So, okay, your full set starts here, but price structure is you see how, I added up for the art. This is how we got to that price. You could do the same off yours.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I think it was good info.
It was. And it's still good info. The ones that you guys do today, it's still really, really good information. And those videos still do well. And then probably my all-time favorite, the real times, which were, Jesus, those were crazy when we first were doing them, right? We do them every week, and we would just start that timer, and Tracy was like, go, But again, those are really good videos because, I mean, we've seen, people do nails, and it takes 3 hours, it takes 2 hours, 3 hours, and if you're starting out, it's totally
absolutely
it's reasonable. Like you'll get there.
I did that. Yeah.
But in the salon, it like I'm talking after you build a clientele, and let's say you're years into this, is a 3 hour set normal?
No.
Is it okay?
Yes and no.
Okay. Well, okay, continue.
So yes, if I'm doing extensive nail art and crazy shapes, it could take 3 hours, and some people enjoy doing those types of nails.
Sure.
I personally don't, but some people enjoy doing that. But you better be getting paid the same amount that I would get paid for 3 separate clients.
Right.
So yes, if you truly enjoy it, there's a market out there for that. Do I think that that's an everyday? It would take longer to build that type of clientele.
Exactly.
Because it's a specialty.
It's a specialty.
Yeah.
And overall, and we know this because we did a survey years ago, and I don't think it's changed much in the last couple of years, but client in the United States, clients do not want to sit more than, it's like an hour is that cutoff point.
Yeah.
And after that, you start getting antsy. You go 3, that's not the market. That's not the U.S. market.
No,
you know what I mean?
Not for the most part. And like I said, it's like saying, can you build a full clientele off of gel polish? Absolutely.
Right.
100% you can. Is it going to take you longer because you don't offer every service? Absolutely. 100%.
Of course. You gotta pick those people that only want gel polish. So, but that's why I love that series, because it gave, like for example, your prep. When Tracy does prep, A lot of people we found out were taking way too long on prep.
I
They
did
would,
at
yeah,
beginning.
in the beginning, right?
Yeah, 20 minutes.
And then they would watch Tracy do her prep, and it was like, oh my God, that takes her 3 minutes, 2 minutes, even sometimes, like she just goes through it. And then this morning I did a nail on live stream, and Tracy was like, okay, you're done, set it down. And what was my tendency? I wanted to keep going.
You kept on pecking at it.
I wanted to keep going.
It's like, but. Just,
yeah, you're all put
It won't
it down.
matter. It won't matter.
It won't matter. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I get it now in terms of how prep can take you longer for somebody.
When you overthink it.
When you overthink it. Exactly. You need to just set it down and move. Yeah. And that's why those series are so good, because they can actually see you do that. So and we're going to do those every once in a while.
Yeah. And what I liked about those, we don't cut, right? There's no cutting. There's no life happens. I've broke a nail.
Yep.
Doing that before. It happens.
It happens.
It's just that's salon life. It's they come in. They come in. I think one time I was expecting to just do a fill, and she had broken nails. And okay, we're gonna have to deal with that. But so that I think that's what I appreciated about that series so much is
it's real.
This is real.
Yeah, no, it was really, really good. And then of course we started a podcast YouTube session. The Biz Talk. We did that early on. I think after
Poor Little Biz Talk,
we would call it, because it wouldn't get the action the other videos would get, but. This is what I realized. And this is why this series stays and it continues to be on our, it's the heart of a podcast, but it continues to be on the YouTube channel, is because when we went to trade shows, every single nail tech, what would they talk about? Oh my God, the Biz Talk. Oh, I learned so much from you guys. Oh my God, you talk about this. You talk about real salon stuff, real salon issues, problems, business, all that stuff. And I was surprised by that. I was like, oh my God, I thought, not that many people listened.
The Poor Little Biz Talk.
Poor Little Biz Talk. But the truth is that it got lower views, but the quality of those views is extremely high.
What people were getting from it.
Yes, what they were getting from it was really high. So that's really important, in the process of making content. That's what analyzing your content is all about. Is it might not get views or likes, but it might hit certain people big.
Yeah.
If you get a lot of comments out of it, or if people's reaction is like, oh my God, this was so huge, thank you so much. It's like, okay, there's something here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not your typical, like, I'm going to go watch YouTube for nail kind of thing. But the business aspect of it is huge.
Huge.
And I don't see a lot of people doing that.
That's right. That's exactly right. And that's why we continue to do this series, because we want to bring up all kinds of questions and issues that you guys, talk to us about. And then now we've done some cool challenge videos. We've done some, a lot of top 5 things that nail techs, blah, 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 blah. Mistakes, I think are huge. Those are great videos too that we've done.
Greg has his lives that get posted once a week. That from Instagram, which is great. And I don't think a lot of people think about, hey, you can pull from your other social media content and post it to YouTube. It's all shareable.
It's all shareable, exactly. And that's what we do. We take advantage of that when he does his lives, and we grab the best one and we post it, and they do very, very well, because that's like hardcore instruction, different perspective from Greg. And it's just good education. So which means it's good content overall. Yeah. And then what else are we doing? We're
putting our Twitch like
on Sundays.
A few, and then what's been really big, and I never thought this would be big. Shorts. The
shorts have been huge.
I go to YouTube to watch longer content.
Right.
But
and YouTube has branched off into short form content. Yep. And they do extremely. YouTube is so smart for doing that.
Yeah.
My kids, they're not on TikTok. They're on YouTube. What do they watch a lot of? They watch shorts. Yeah. They love them. It's like quick, fast. It's TikTok on YouTube basically is what it is. Right. But another series, Tracy, that we've done recently that has done well is the Watch Me Work that you started doing.
Oh, yeah, that one's fun.
Yeah, that one is cool, right? Because it's you You're working on yourself.
Yeah.
You talk through what you're doing. It has like a relaxed vibe to it.
Yeah,
you know?
it's relaxing to me actually because it's not. I don't have a scenario.
You don't have a timer.
I don't have a timer, which is good, and it literally is just kind of me rambling about whatever it is, the day, the nail. A lot of times when I sit down, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I just kind of like, okay, my nails are a hot mess. Let's pull a few things out that are sitting around me, and we, and just walk through that.
Yeah.
It's a lot. There's no pressure behind it for me.
Right.
I do enjoy those.
Yeah, and I definitely, we've talked about this. I want to do I want that to be on the regular schedule as well because people enjoy them. They've done well. And so this is a new series that we're going to be doing and incorporating, you know what I mean? And I think that's important. And the message here is look how much we change, experiment, try things on our channel. And I think the misconception is that people think posting something on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok, that means it's there forever. So I need to make sure it's perfect. And no. Look at our pages, how do we get to 500K? And I know there's some people that have gazillions of followers, but 500K is a lot, and that's nothing to turn away from. We do it literally a video at a time, and we look at it as an experimentation process, and whatever's working, we're going to do more of. Eventually what works starts to fade. You have to introduce new material, which we try to do all the time.
Well, and I think that what helps the new material helps, at least it helps me, is I start getting bored.
Yeah, of course.
Myself.
Totally.
So it keeps it fresh and fun for us, I think. And I like also, I mean, now we have, more of a pro setup, I guess, a camera and all that. But I think people perfect themselves right out of posting.
Yeah.
I actually was watching
so true.
A great nail tech, and she was talking about how she something new. She was getting ready to start posting. This was about 2 years ago. I don't know how I got that far back, but I'm gonna start posting on YouTube on the regular once a week. And she was kind of showing behind the scenes, and she had almost a pro crew and a cameraman and someone else taking video this way.
Expensive.
And she only posted once.
Yeah. And that was it.
That was it.
Yeah.
And she, I think she perfected it herself right out of it.
That is the most common problem, period, Tracy, is people perfecting themselves out of the doing, because it's it's funny because a friend of mine, very similar to what you're talking about, a friend of mine, he makes amazing music, and he said something to me. I was like, dude, this stuff is so good. And he was like, yeah, I should have released it 2 years ago. And I was like, why didn't you? And he goes, because I was way into my head. I was way up in my head. I kept thinking about it, and then is it good enough? Is it good enough? And I'm like, dude, you gotta it's so good. You gotta post it. Put it up. And but that's very, very common.
Yeah. And I think someone like him, or creating content, he probably listened to that music so many times that it got boring to him.
Yes.
And so he didn't
put it out.
Put it out. You got to do it while you're excited, and it's just do it.
And it's I love it. It's in my car playing all the time. It's so good. I love it. And you're right. And I think that happens even here, and that's why I like to use us as an example. Go back and look at our videos. We're always changing and tweaking, and you're gonna have to do the same thing. You don't start posting and it's perfect. You start posting and realize what's wrong, and then you change.
I think sometimes even when here, Jorge will say, well, let's do that again. I'm like, no. It's good enough.
It's done.
It's good enough.
I'm done. I'm done. Guys, let us know in the comments below just your experience with YouTube videos. If you have any or posting, we'd love to hear about it. Thank you so much for being a part of 500,000 followers. It's insane to us. It's really, really crazy. And we're not going to stop. Next stop is 1 million. That was my original goal. I remember in 2017, I was like, I want to get 2 million followers. And it might take us another 5 years, 3 years, whatever it is. I don't care. It's one follower at a time and just more content, which is the goal. So Appreciate you very much. Let us know in the comments below also any future ideas for videos. We'd love to hear about it. Tracy, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you next time on the Biz Talk.